everyone and welcome to the start of NaNoWriMo week 3. I can't believe that we're already at week 3. It's a little bit weird, but you are joining me in my kitchen today because it is Sunday. It is day, what day is it, 16? No, 15. It's day 15, we're halfway through NaNoWriMo. But I am actually doing a little bake along with my friends. We're baking cinnamon rolls. We're just trying to actually try to video chat on our laptops, but it's just not working for some reason. Yes, we're baking cinnamon rolls and I'm hoping to film it so you guys can have a little look at the process, and it might be a little bit of a fun non-writing activity. My writing yesterday was really good. I actually hit today's word count yesterday, so the pressure is kind of not off, but any words I write today will just be a plus. So I kind of feel all right about not writing right now. It's currently 11:30ish, and yeah, the goal is make some cinnamon rolls whilst they're proving and rising to start some writing. So anyway, I've also got my NaNoWriMo week 2 vlog to edit, and I feel like that's gonna take me ages. I complained about this you will see in the week 2 vlog. I complained about how long it takes to edit these, but it's worth it for I don't know, just the community of people doing NaNoWriMo. So anyway, enough rambling from me. Cinnamon rolls need to be made. So I'll put you guys down and we're gonna start baking. So it's many hours later. When I tell you it is 4:30 and that baking literally took all day, yeah, we've had many a mishap. I've cleaned the kitchen about 3 times already, and I think they look all right. We're about to do a taste test now. The good thing is I have managed to upload my week 2 NaNoWriMo vlog, which is good because that was kind of stressing me out, but it should be uploading now if the internet sorts itself out. But I wanted to give you a look at what my cinnamon roll looks like. I mean, they're not professional by any means, but they look like a cinnamon roll-ish. I didn't quite get there with the ice and sugar. It just didn't work for me. Anyway, it's a long saga. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. I'm not the most natural baker, so this was a challenge for me, not gonna lie. Anyway, I haven't started writing yet, which has been stressing me out a little bit. I don't really know why, especially because I've already written the words I needed to write today yesterday. But I think after I've tasted this cinnamon roll and my video uploads, then I am definitely going to start writing and hopefully get 1,500 words written, just so I'm kind of prepared for Monday, for tomorrow. And that means hopefully there'll be less pressure on the rest of the week if I manage to kind of get some bumper words written today. So cinnamon rolls have been eaten and it is currently 20 to 6 and I'm about to write now. I've just lit my little candle. I just always need a candle. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it is a lot later than I wanted to start writing, but you know what, I have still done quite a lot today. It's been quite a busy one with baking, and also my vlog is now scheduled, my week 2 vlog, so it's been quite productive in that sense. And now I just really need to get cracking on the writing, and I would really like to write, I don't know, 1,500, 2,000 words and see how I get on. if you're completely new to these vlogs and you haven't watched week 1 or week 2 yet, please do make sure you watch both vlogs and you'll be caught up to speed on what my novel is about and also my progress so far. In terms of my overall project, yesterday, I might not have said in this vlog, I definitely said at the end of my week 2 vlog, but I hit 25,000 words for NaNoWriMo. And that is amazing. Like, I'm so happy with my progress. And in terms of where I am in my story, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet. If you are completely new to my progress and this is the first time you're watching any of my nano vlogs this year, you won't know that I started NaNoWriMo with 25,000 words of a project already written, which I'm kind of trying to finish this November. So in terms of my project, I have 51,701 words so far. My goal is to get around 75,000 to 80,000 words of a novel, and that will be my novel finished. And I have never finished a novel before. I've never finished a project. I've gotten to 50,000 words in one NaNoWriMo 3 times, 4 times, I think, but never before have I finished, like, from, you know, beginning to end, a whole project. And I've never even gone back to edit a project. So that's what I really want to do with this one, and I feel like I will get there. Like, I feel like this is the one and I really want to finish it. So without further ado, I think it's just time for me to write, put my headphones in and start writing. I am writing the last chapter of my Act 2. So I've chosen to go for a 3-act structure, and I'm writing the last chapter in that act. And then it's time to start Act 3 and the final act of my novel. So I am 2/3 of the way there in terms of my novel. And it's crazy. Like, I am really, really excited about it, but also like nervous to get to the end. Hi everyone, and welcome to NaNoWriMo day 16. So it is currently 6:30. I finished work for the day and it is time to write. I actually just did 5 minutes of mindfulness, like meditation after work. I'm trying to make it my new pre-writing routine, just because like I find that I'm sitting at my desk. Obviously I'm working from home because of the pandemic, but I'm sitting at a desk all day working, and then going from that to then sitting at my dining table writing for the evening. I just find that I don't have any like separation almost. So I'm trying to do like 5 minutes of like mindfulness on the Headspace app, and that seems to be working for me so far. Also just having something to break apart like work and writing. So I've tried just like calling a friend and stuff like that, and just trying to kind of like have a bit of change of, I don't know, mindset, I guess. So I don't actually know where I left off in terms of writing yesterday. I think I only wrote 600 words. Not the greatest, but as I think I mentioned yesterday, I'd already written yesterday's words on Saturday. So there wasn't really any pressure to kind of really hit the word count that day. But I am feeling now like I'll still have today 1,000 words to write, so I better get cracking on that. Yeah, in terms of everything else, it's a Monday. It's not been a bad Monday, it's been a pretty good Monday as Mondays go. And I'm now looking forward to pouring myself a glass of wine. Always important on a Monday, guys. You've got to treat yourself, especially in NaNoWriMo. And just sinking back into my story, I guess. I'm finding that like I left it a really good place yesterday, and a lot is gonna happen in the next few chapters. Like, we're hitting the crunch point. So I'm really, really excited to continue writing. So hi everyone, just checking in quickly to tell you what my NaNoWriMo word count is currently for my project. So I'm currently on 26,079 words. So that was basically like the bulk of that. I got done on Saturday, but I did write 600-ish words yesterday. Anyway, I want to see what words I need to hit tonight. As I said, it is day 16. So I need to get to 26,672 words. So I only really need to write 670-ish words to be on track, but obviously it would be nice to hit 1,000, and then at least I'm ahead by a little bit. So yes, it is 7:15. I haven't started writing yet. but I'm just about to start. So I thought I'd check in and tell you guys what my goal is for this evening. I'm going to put 1,000 words into my Scrivener target box, and let's just hope I can hit 1,000 words today. That would be very, very nice. Quick check-in. It's currently 9:20 on Monday the 16th, and I have just hit 27,313 words. So that means I have managed to write 1,234 words, which, you know what, I set out to do a target of 1,000 words, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. I, however, think the words that I have written are complete trash. Like, I just didn't really, I don't know, I just couldn't get the words out. It wasn't very natural, and I think I've just kind of forced this scene. It just doesn't flow very well, but you know what, that's for the editing process. At least I've gotten the scene down. But yes, as I said, I've managed to write 1,200-ish words, which brings my total word count to 27,313. So very, very happy with that, and I think that is quite like a successful, you know, successful go for a Monday night, to be honest. So hi everyone, welcome to day 17 of NaNoWriMo. I apologise if you hear a banging in the background. Our washing machine is on, and I didn't think it would be that loud, but it really is. Anyway, I wanted to check in because it's currently 6:45. I haven't started writing yet, and I'm not sure how, like, I don't know, how inspired I'm feeling. I often find that come like Tuesday, Wednesday during the week, I am just like not inspired, and I really find it hard to write. So in terms of my current word count, I can't remember if I filled you guys in last night, but I'm currently on 27,313 words, and the word count for today is 28,339 words. So I only need to write 1,000 words to be on target today, and maybe that's all I can do. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a go and just see if the inspiration strikes. I've even swapped what side of the dining table I usually sit to write on, because I'm just feeling like I'm very, I don't know, like in my head a bit, like I'm just feeling very, very lazy. So I feel like I need to mix up where I'm sitting just for a bit of like scenery, change of scenery. So anyway, here with my water and the greatest things ever, which are these Treeslets, Jacob's like crackers. And the best thing is, they're in the shape of a little Christmas tree, which I am a little bit obsessed with, not gonna lie. We're gonna try and write 1,000 words tonight. We will see if that happens. Hi everyone, it's currently 9:30 and I've just hit 1,000 words. I've hit 1,095 words. So I've only really been writing for an hour in total, and I do find that like what I'm writing right now is really fun, and I do kind of like feel it, I don't know, all pulling together. So I'm just about to finish my Act 2, as I said, and I'm really liking where it's going so far. I'm currently researching 18th century sleep aids, as you do. I don't really know how my novel has led me here, but here you go. So basically, one of my characters, I'm gonna try and not make this a spoiler, because like there's a kind of big part of the plot that this refers to, but basically she has to take a draft of something, and it's going to put her to sleep. And I kind of need to know, because my like novel is inspired by 18th century England and Ireland, I kind of want to, I don't know, just have some like realistic actual bits of history in there. So it isn't kind of set in actual 18th century England or Ireland, but it is inspired by. So I'm going to just try and dabble, you know, look through some online articles and see if I can do some historical research into that, and that kind of aligns to all my interests because I actually am a big history fan, and I did history for 1 year at university and I just love it. So there you go, I'm a big history nerd. So this is always good fun. Anyway, I will probably sign off now. I'm going to go watch the Great British Bake Off because it was on tonight, I've missed it, and we're going to try and catch up now. So I'm now currently at 28,408 words. So I'm pretty pleased with that actually. I think, you know what, that isn't too bad. And what is crazy is that we are 2,000 words or thereabout off 30,000 words. My mind is blown. Like, to get to 30,000 words is going to be so amazing. So hi everyone, welcome to day 19 of NaNoWriMo and this rather bizarre angle that I've got going on. I don't really know what's happening. Basically, you are propped up on my bedside table because I have just finished work for the day. It is currently 6:10 and I currently have a really bad headache, and you will have noticed I also didn't vlog yesterday. And oh guys, the past 2 days have been a struggle. Yesterday I just had a very down day, like quite a bad like mental health day, and I just couldn't write. Like, I actually, when I finished work, just watched The Crown all night. And I also was supposed to edit and upload a video last night, and that video is still unedited. So I'm probably very behind at NaNoWriMo. I don't know, like, it's one of those situations where obviously I'm like, the UK is still in lockdown, so I have the gift of having weekends where I am doing nothing else but able to write. I'm very lucky that I have the weekends free, that I can just like write. So that is one blessing, that no matter how behind I think I get, like from yesterday writing nothing, and then tonight I do want to write something, but because I have headache literally down this side of my head, which feels more migrainous than headache, I'm a bit worried about like pushing myself too much. And we're not complaining here. We're not here to kind of rant to you guys because you're all going through your own different things. But I don't know, I wish I could let myself rest. And I thought it would be like a really good idea to do NaNoWriMo this year. Obviously, I think hopefully it will be, and I think I will win NaNoWriMo. I will get to 50,000 words, just because I am really in love with my story, and I really want to win it. I really want to finish it this year. But I kind of like underestimated the fact that we're still in the pandemic and that it's kind of hard right now. And for some reason, I think it's still perfectly acceptable to put pressure on myself to post 2 videos a week whilst also working a very full-on full-time job. So last night it just all hit me at once, and I think my mind and my body just screamed, we can't do this anymore. So yeah, had just a bit of a burnout incident last night where I was just like, I just can't do it. But I'm trying to be a lot more positive today. Today has been a much better day, despite the fact that I'm in pain and my head really hurts, but I'm feeling a lot more positive, and I just need to allow myself not to be productive in my spare time. Like, it's okay to just take a day off and watch Netflix and just eat bad food and just chill out if that's what feels good. So that's kind of what I ended up having to do yesterday. So my battery is flashing at me right now because I think it's about to die. The next clip you see might be from today, it might be from Friday, tomorrow. It depends on how far I get. So hopefully tonight will be full of writing and getting my video live. We will see, but we're not putting any pressure on ourselves here. We're being kind to ourselves. I'll check in with you guys later. Hi everyone, welcome to NaNoWriMo day 20. 20 days into NaNoWriMo. So, a little update. Obviously, I didn't vlog very much last night. And despite not feeling great, like I had a start of what was a very, very painful and long migraine attack because I'm only just getting out of it. I've had it all day and all night. It was awful. Anyway, I didn't write a load of words last night, but I did manage to write 1,400 words, which brought me up to 29,855 words. Bear in mind today's word count is supposed to be 33,340 words. I'm behind again. So, fun times indeed. So there's going to be a lot to catch up on this weekend, and you know what? I feel like this has just become the usual routine for the weekends in these vlogs where I just basically get caught up again. So we're going to try and write as much as I can tonight. As I said, I have had this migraine all day today and all night last night. So I'm feeling a bit kind of peaky and not great. Like the pain has gone, but I still feel like a pressure on my head and kind of feel a bit out of it. So I'm going to try and write as much as I can and just see how well I do, basically. I'm feeling quite demotivated, I think, because obviously last night I didn't manage to catch up. Not that I expected I would, but I wrote, you know, just over 1,000 words, and then the night before I wrote nothing. So I think I've just not been on the writing game this week, and that's kind of like knocked me down a peg after being so jubilant at the beginning of the week that I was like ahead and feeling good and everything. So we will see. Anyway, I feel like my outfit is a little bit strange. I'm wearing this like very frilly jumper with a dressing gown over it because I'm that cold. But anyway, enough rambling from me. We are going to try to write. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I just need to get my headphones in, get the writing playlist on, the writing candle on, and just write some words. So hi everyone, welcome to day 21 of NaNoWriMo. So we are coming to the end of week 3. This will be the last day I am vlogging in week 3 anyway. Today's been a bit of a day. I mentioned yesterday that I had a really bad migraine, and basically I woke up with the same migraine this morning, and it basically knocked me out until now really. It's 10 to 4 and I spent most of the morning just trying to get rid of it, so I was like just went back to sleep basically, and then have just had a bath and tried to not really get any screen time. Like I've tried to be quite conscious of like how much screen time that I'm using. I don't know how much I caught up with you guys yesterday. Basically, I am so behind. So behind. My current word count is 30,164 words. And today we need to get to 35,007. So 5,000 words behind. And I don't really know how, well, yes, I do know how it's happened. It's because I haven't written the words. And this week has just been a bit of a hot mess of a week in terms of just feeling quite demotivated, quite low, and then also just feeling ill. So it's not been a great one. As I said, it's 10 to 4, so I am going to start writing now and try to just ease back into it. I also hit a major plot hole last night into my story, and now I don't know the answer to it. I am a bit worried about how that's going to hinder my progress tonight, because basically it's kind of like the twist of the story, and basically we find out who the real villain is, but I don't know the ins and outs of this thing that happened. And one of my main characters has to find evidence that clears another character of wrongdoing. And I just don't know what that evidence is, and I've just completely written myself into this like corner, and I really don't know how to get out of it. So I'm kind of like, oh God, like how am I meant to write 5,000 words tonight when I don't even know how to solve that problem? So usually what I do in this situation, when you do get into plot holes, usually I would just write through them. But with this, I don't think I can just write through it. I need to kind of take time away and just make a decision on what the problem, what the evidence is going to be that absolves this character from all their wrongdoing. Basically, guys, this is what happens when you're not a plotter and you're a pantser like me, and it just goes downhill at some point. You kind of just need to really know like the twists, I guess, like the main twists, which I thought I did, but anyway. So I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Only my second cup of tea of the day, can you believe it? That's how you know that I'm not feeling great, because I don't drink tea by the gallon. But yes, we're gonna have a cup of tea, we might get a snack, but we need to work out the situation about this plot hole. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is just, I have a blank notebook here, and I think I might just jot down anything I can think of, any way to get me out of this mess, and I will report back. And if you guys are in similar situations in your novels, please let me know how you overcame it down in the comments below. I'd really love to hear your point of view and how you get yourself out of plot holes. And especially if you're a pantser like me and you just kind of, you know, you don't plan for these moments and you manage to get yourself out of a plot hole, let me know how you did that in the comments below. A quick update on my writing progress. I'm currently at 1,909 words written tonight, and it is 10 to 7, so I'm not doing too badly. I'm a little bit behind on the word count that I kind of wanted to hit. Let me just show you. Yeah, here it is. I don't know if you can see, but I had quite ambitious goals, not gonna lie. So I am doing well. I managed to get over the plot hole, which is amazing news. I didn't think I'd be able to kind of work it out so quickly, but I kind of did a step-by-step like map of what happens in each chapter, and then tried to kind of like come up with ideas around what would happen. So I basically mapped my way to the end of the novel. We still have a lot of writing hours left on Saturday night, which is a very, very good thing. And I've also got a pizza coming, so it is a great night indeed. Hi guys, just checking in. I have now written 4,069 words. So it is currently 5 to 10. I've been writing all evening, and I am quite pleased with the point that I've got to, basically. I didn't expect to write that much. That was my goal. I wanted to, of course I wanted to get to 5,000 words, but I think I'm going to stop after 4,000 just because I'll only have like 2,000 and something words to catch up on to make tomorrow's target. So in terms of like the ability to kind of get ahead tomorrow, I think is, yeah, I think I can do that quite easily. So in terms of my total project word count, it is 34,233 words. So that is all the words I've managed to write in NaNoWriMo alone. In terms of my project overall, because you might remember me saying that I started with about 24,000 words initially, so I already had a significant chunk of my novel done before starting NaNoWriMo. I have now hit 60,511 words. This is the furthest I have ever reached in writing any novel. I've never hit 60,000 words of a novel before. So that's blown my mind a little bit. I've always gotten to 50,000 words. So I've won NaNoWriMo about 3 or 4 times now, but I am very, very bad at finishing off novels and I've never done it before. So usually I do NaNoWriMo and then just stop, but that was the goal for this project, basically, finish it off. And I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen. So anyway, this is the end of this vlog. So thank you so, so much for watching. It means the world to me that you have chosen to click on this video. If you did enjoy it, please do hit the subscribe button and do look out for my week 4 NaNoWriMo vlog, where hopefully you will see me win NaNoWriMo and finish my novel. I'm not sure about that yet, but we'll see what happens. So do stick around for more nano vlogs, and thank you so much for watching. I hope your writing is going well, if you are writing as well. And I will see you very, very soon in my next vlog. Bye guys.